Hello. Sorry, I am running late. We had tornadoes here. We had tornado watches, or not watches, tornado warnings here. Like the sirens went off twice. So it's like, okay. Fire time. Palo Santo's time. Little fire, little Palo Santo. We just get the elements going right off the bat. We got plenty of rain outside, so we got the whole water element going. Tanner is not pleased about the rain whatsoever. Every once in a while, you might hear Tanner get up and just take off barking at the storm. He's pissed off. It's raining outside. He doesn't like it. He is not amused. A silly little creature. But I love him. Oh, man. It's just one of those days where I feel like I'm awake, I'm alert, but yet it's just like, ugh. It's like not a bad day. Let's see. Ooh, that's nifty. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just here. Johnny Five's alive. Hello. I'm just sharing things around, letting people know I'm alive. We had storms coming through the area. It was all crazy and fun. Tanner's not thrilled with the storms, as you can tell. He is nowhere near pleased. Oh, I need to do that. I got my nifty music going on in the background. My jazzy little tunes. Got Tanner barking at the storm because he is pissed off that it's raining outside. On the other hand, I'm look at him talking about the rain. He's all mad. He is pissed off that it's raining. He wants to go outside. But he does not want to get wet. He is not pleased. Not pleased. Silly little creature. I understand why he doesn't like storms. He's got a tragic story with storms. So, he's got a reason to have a hatred of them. Oh man. Sorry, I'm promoting stuff on Facebook, letting people know I'm out and about and I'm doing the live, but I saw something on there and I started reading it and it just kind of cracked me up. Oh. Let's see what's going on. Let me see something right here. I just messaged Tiff letting her know I survived. I had messaged her. I'm like, okay, so just got a tornado alert. Oh, hey, look, another one. It was a great time tonight getting ready for the show. One tornado alert after another. Actual warning sirens going off. It's always fun. It's like, for a second, I thought we was going to make it 3 in a row. But it looks like, for the most part, all the severe weather passed and nothing happened. Everything's cool. My trash can out front didn't even blow over. Yay! Don't have to go out and pick up garbage. But the wind was blowing like crazy. And it was pouring the rain. Which I absolutely love. My dog, however, on the other hand, does not. So, but let's get some cards out. Start shuffling some cards. I have gotten behind tonight, like I said, because of the tornado warnings, having to take shelter a couple times during warnings. One time I had to go chase Tanner down. He wanted to go run out the front. He was pissed off during the first warning. I think he wanted to go fight whatever was going on. See that going down real well. Well, that card just came flying out of the deck. Let me see where it went. That is the Feminine Energy card. Just came flying out of the deck. It's a great card. I love this deck. This is the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. Absolutely love this deck. One thing about them, though, they have a really high gloss coating on them, which makes them really slick. So you gotta be careful with them. But they're a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Oh, I forgot to put up there, I'll be doing free 1-card pools for people. Here, let me go edit this. Let's see. There we go. Yay! I should update it. So that was the Shamanic Healing Oracle card deck, which is what I've been using for my daily card pools. Love that deck. So much fun. I use this one a lot for daily card pulls too. This is a spellcasting oracle card deck. This is one I like to use for single card pulls too, but this one's fun for spreads as well. It can get really interesting in a spread. Like I just love the artwork. The trust card just came out. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful art. Beautiful art. Just amazing stuff. I mean, like the grieving card. Just done an episode of Breaking Reality on grief. We had Mary with us, Mary Teliano. Tiffany was there with us. It was an amazing episode. This week coming up, we have Diana Robertson from Ravens and Runes is going to be on with us. Mary may be joining us again. Tiffany will be joining us, and we will be discussing surviving religious trauma. Like, all of us have a story of coming out of like the church and really strict religious homes, and the trauma that caused, and then the spiritual healing journey to recover and get past that and get through that. So that show is going to be on the 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, and that will be broadcast here and on the YouTube channel, and it'll be broadcast through all Tiffany's channels too, because Tiffany will be joining us that night. So we'll broadcast through her page, which is the modern, I think it's Modern Mystic Circle, I believe is what her business page is. And then we have the Modern Mystic group, the Modern Witch group, and Modern Empath groups. I don't know why I'm putting this deck back in the box. I just got it out to shuffle it, and I stuck it back in the box. Silly me. Silly me. So, it's what we have coming up. I'm really excited about the show on Thursday. Really, really excited. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good discussion. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this won't be the only time we discuss this topic. We're probably going to hit this topic a few different times from a few different angles with different groups of people. Maybe some of the same people. Hey, David, how you doing? What is going on tonight? I was just talking about what we got coming up with the show, with the podcast. We just did a show with Mary Teliano, who is a death doula. Tiffany joined us, and we did a show on grief, healing, and support. And then I'm doing excellent. And then this week, coming up on Thursday, the 15th. Wait, hold on. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that's the 15th. This Thursday. Yes, Thursday the 15th. Yay! I remember my days. Thursday the 15th, we will be doing a show with Diana Robertson from Runes and Ravens. And Tiffany's going to be joining us. Mary Teliano may be back to join us. She was invited to come back and join us. And we are going to be having a discussion that night on recovering, or it's going to be on surviving religious trauma is what it's going to be. So we're looking forward to that show. That is going to be a great show. But do you have any questions tonight, David? Do you want a card? Do you want a reading? What's going on? How are you doing tonight? Let's chat. I'm down to chat. Been reading anything interesting? Watching anything interesting? You want a card? Excellent. Let me pull you a card from this deck here. Is a deck I've been using a lot here lately for my daily pulls, and I love this deck. It's the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. The artwork's really, really cool on it. It's got a great vibe to it, good energy to it. Let me get you a card pull from here. Ooh, this one just popped out too, right off the bat. Stripping illusions is this card. So stripping away those illusions, stripping away those things that you put up that you try to tell yourself this isn't a problem when it really is. Oh, I don't need to address this, or anything that we put up as an illusion to kind of keep us from having to face that reality of things. And so we need to start to strip away and pull away those illusions. And that's part of what we do here with Breaking Reality, is we try to pull back that veil and look through that veil and see what's going on the other side. We go searching for the truth. We dive into seeking different knowledges and stuff. And that's part of it. But in that, you've got to strip away those illusions that you've come to believe as truths, those veils that you put up, those things that you've put up there that can keep you from being able to look at things in an objective manner. And that's really what that card's calling for you to do, is just kind of, tear those illusions away, strip them away, clear that out, see things for what they really are. Stop trying to hide things and just start to see things for what they really are. Don't try to put anything on them other than what they really are. Yeah. Got any questions? You're welcome, David. Hopefully that hit home. Hopefully that resonates for you. Pulling back those illusions is a big thing, though, and it's hard to do. It's not an easy task. I mean, it's pulling back those belief systems and those ideas and things that we've created in our own mind that we believe, or not so much that we necessarily believe, that we've put in place to protect us or to persuade us one way or another. You want a card, Allison? I think I'm going to keep pulling out of the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. That's the one I'm using tonight, right now. So I'll pull a card for you, Allison. I got you. I like to shuffle until one just kind of pops up, like that one right there. Oh, Allison, great card. Ancient Wisdom. Got Ancient Wisdom. This card can go a couple of different ways. This can be calling on you. David, that gets into like legal stuff, and I don't do questions along those lines. That just gets into legalities and stuff. And for safety and legality reasons, I don't do readings on those kinds of questions. Allison, this Ancient Wisdom card, it can go a couple of ways. This could be calling upon you to tap into ancient wisdom, or this could be saying that your ancestors have ancient wisdom they're wanting to pass down to you. I really think it's a combination of both. I think you already have ancient wisdom and knowledge from your ancestors that you already are privy to. You already know it. You already have you already got that knowledge in your head. You just got to tap into it. But they also have more that they're wanting to pass down through you. Oh, that's a great time to be tapping into this and working with your ancestors. Tap into some ancestral work. Now's the time to do it. There's wisdom to be learned. Especially if you feel like you're going through a big change in life, there's lots of wisdom to be learned. That's where real growth really starts to happen. That's a beautiful time. I'd first off start with meditation, and there's some guided meditations that you can look into for tapping into your ancestral spirit guides. Just hit up YouTube. There's all kinds of great guided meditations. And the way that I tell people to select a guided meditation is if you see one that catches your interest, pop it on, listen to the first like 5 minutes or so, a few minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of it, whatever. And don't go for that Ancestor Williams. Those are scam people. Don't Allison. That they're just gonna steal your money. Those aren't good people. Or steal your account. But what I would suggest is to hop on to like YouTube, find some stuff, find some guided meditations on connecting with your ancestors and with your ancestral spirit guides, and listen to the first few minutes of a couple of them, and find out one that just kind of, you're going to tell. A lot of it for me is in the person's voice, because this person's going to be guiding you through this journey and this meditation. And so you got to make sure you're going to be able to resonate with that person's voice. So to me, that's one of the first things. And then from there, I'll just work with it and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work for me, then I'll look for another one. I've had some great success in working with different ones. One that I had worked so amazing with, I went back and tried to find it. I cannot find it. It is just gone. Cannot even remember the lady's name. But it was amazing. It really helped me connect with the ancestors at one point in time when I really needed to, but now it's just poof. I have no clue where it went. But I would work with that as a good first starting point. And those kind of meditations, work on those like as a daily part of your meditation cycle and rituals. Just working with the ancestrals, the ancestral spirits, the ancestral guides. It's a powerful tool. You're welcome. And if you do have like a deck of cards for yourself or anything, like if you got Oracle or Tarot, pull a card. You struggle with meditation. See, meditation is something a lot of people struggle with, and it's honestly, it's difficult. It's not hard. Okay, then you have to learn how to work with your brain differently. The cards are a great way to work with your monkey brain then. So instead of trying to clear your crazy brain out from locking on to nothing, pull a card and use it as your meditation focus. Even if it's for 5-10 minutes, it doesn't have to be a long time. You give yourself 5 minutes focusing in on a card and meditating in on it. Watch how it will start to work with you. Yeah, you've got to learn how to work with people differently when you're working with people that meditate, because like you said, you've got that monkey brain, probably some ADHD or something going on there, some neurodivergency. So it's really hard for people that are neurodivergent to just sit and nothing. We've got to have something to lock onto. So that's why either music or some kind of drumming or working with a singing bowl or meditating using a visual stimulus like a tarot card or an oracle card, or a big one, which is a really, really powerful one, is staring at a candle flame. Especially if you do it sitting in a dark room where it's just you sitting staring at the candle flame in the dark, and meditate while you stare at that candle flame, with the candle flame being your focus and your fixation. Very, very powerful. Yeah. So it's a matter of learning how your brain works and then working with meditation in that manner. And so if it's a matter of going, okay, I need to have a tarot deck. Well, for some people, like the standard Rider-Waite tarot deck is bland. Like personally, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the art of the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. Like this art just doesn't stimulate my brain. But when I go to stuff like this, or cards like this, or cards like this, they can help stimulate my brain. So work with the Oracle cards. Those are all Oracle decks I just pulled from right there. This is one of my other tarot decks I have, is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. Huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I'm digging to my other tarot deck. It's under a bunch of other decks right now, which probably isn't the best place for it to be since it's my main tarot deck I use, but I was moving a bunch of stuff around and that's where it ended up. But I used this one, which was sent to me by a friend, and absolutely love this deck. The only thing about this deck is I'm still really working on learning it deeply, because each one of the cards has an animal and a plant that will be present on the card, and the interpretation of the card ties into that plant and that animal, because these are a Celtic kind of version of tarot. Things are changed just a little bit different, but the cards are more stimulating in their color choices and the pictures and everything, and they make better, I can connect with them better because I come from a very deep pagan background as well. It depends. I go more by picture message, but I try to read book as well, some. I read more intuitively, which is by the picture. But honestly, it's whatever feels right to you. Like, if you want to read by the book, read by the book. And if anyone has a problem with you reading by the book, then that's on them. You read by the book. But if you want to read intuitively, I tell people when I do my daily card pulls for people, I don't give them anything really with it. So if I pulled this card for your daily card pull and I'd send this card to you, a picture of it, unlimited possibilities, what I do is I tell people to take that card and meditate on it and apply it to your day. See how it applies to your day. See how it interacts with you throughout your day. I don't deliver a message with them when I do my dailies. My daily card pulls are more of a meditative pull. So like my people that I work with that I do daily pulls for, I send them that card each morning, and then they're free to ask me questions on it throughout the day. If they have any questions or if they want a little more information on the card, I'll give them more information on the card, even right after I send it to them. But I always encourage them to spend time in meditation with that card throughout the day. Awesome. Enjoy your meditation. I hope you have a great time. Tell your ancestors I said hi. That was awesome. I love doing readings and stuff like that, pulls like that, working with people like that. Ah, yes. So, would anybody else like a reading? You really got to learn how to work with meditation in the style that works for you. Not every meditation is not like, it's not like a strict program. You have to do it a certain set way. It's whatever works for you individually. You know, some people's meditation is why they're working out, you know. Some people meditate while they're running or while they're jogging or walking, or, some people meditate while they're drinking their morning coffee. Some people sit and do yoga and meditate while doing yoga. Some people meditate in bed before they get up. Some people meditate while they're taking their shower. Meditation does not have to look any set way. Some people do not need anything to help them meditate. Some people do. Some people might need music or a guided meditation or a focal point to use for meditation. They might need something like prayer beads, using a card as a focal point, like I talked about just a little bit ago. There's all kinds of different things you can use for meditation. Oh, my back just cracked. For those of you who don't know, I've been having back problems for the last week. I know what I done. I ended up pulling a muscle in my back last week, taking the trash out. It was really heavy. It was really heavy. I had a bunch of stuff in there. I figured it out. But yeah, my back just cracked a pop. But if anybody's interested, I am doing free 1-card pulls. I'm doing mini readings for $10. I'm doing full readings for $20. And if you guys have any questions and just want to chill or hang out, just say, hey, hi, what's up? And let's talk. Let's chat. Just done a couple of free 1-card pulls. I have no problems grabbing a hold of the decks and pulling some more cards. But if you would like a reading, let me know. Here you guys go. Here's all the information. Woohoo! All the deets. Haha, yes. But like I said, if you guys have any questions and stuff, just hit me up. Just ask. I do free 1-card pools, so if you want a free card pool, just let me know you want a card. I have no problems. If you want a mini or full reading, let me know. We'll get that all set up. But we can chill, hang out, chat, say hello. Don't be shy. I like to have discussions with people. Man, I need to get new glasses, and when I get new glasses, I'm getting the anti-glare on them. That way I do not have the monitors reflecting back in my glasses. And then I also need to get a UV filter for this light in here. That's why this lighting is horrible. It's the UV filter, and it's horrible. It's not good for me to be sitting under either all the time, so it'll make the office more pleasant for me to be in. They're like $35 on Amazon. Get one of those real soon, and then yeah, we're gonna get some of the things upgraded on the show. Going to be looking at probably doing 2 of the live readings, like Oracle, Tarot, Lenormand, Rune type lives. Doing 2 of those a month. Probably on Friday evenings. And then I'm going to try to get one interview discussion show or one interview show going each week where I interview a guest on a different topic. And then I want to get one like roundtable discussion show going a week. But if anyone's here would like a free card, let me know. I'll pull a free card for you. If you would like a mini reading or a full reading, let me know. We'll get those going. But if you got any questions or anything, or just say, hey, let's chit chat. I just got quiet because I spaced out and was thinking on something. I was thinking about one of the groups I admin for. It's like, oh man, I need to do this and that for this group, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. Name of the group's Mystic Witch. It's one of the groups Tiffany runs. I admin for. But I was sitting there, my mind just spaced out because I was working on stuff in there, and my mind just locked out to it. I was just like, okay. See what I was talking about? You got different kinds of brains. You got to learn how to work with them. Like, I wouldn't have done that if I'd kept a deck of cards in my hand, been staying active with something. I had something to focus on, but I took them out, set the decks down over here, and now I have absolutely no clue how long it took me to space off into that thought. It wasn't long. All right, I'm going to pick up a deck of cards. I'm going to pick up this deck. Ooh, that card bent a little bit when I pulled it out. What in the crap? I haven't had these do that. Didn't damage it, it just like bowed like that. I wasn't expecting that. It surprised me. These are 30. Ugh. I can do words, I swear. These are pretty thick cardstock. It's a really nice deck. I love the artwork on it. Listening for Truth card. Visions of Life Beyond Death. Power of Attraction. This deck's gorgeous. And as I've been playing with this deck tonight, this card's popped out a couple of times. So this card's either meant for me or meant for someone else. So, Conscious Connections. It's all about making those deep connections with people and connecting to your own higher self as well. You also need to have faith in the process. All things will come to pass when they are meant to be. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away. There's a process things have to go through. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Let go of that anxiety, that fear, that stress. Be at peace. Absolutely be at peace. Man, I keep getting the urge to start working with this deck more, but I just don't. I want to get the regular size deck of this. This is not the official version. I think that's part of the reason why I do it. I have an affinity. I want to get the full size version of this deck too. I just have things I got to take care of. I got bills I got to pay first. Thin decks, new decks. Yes, new decks after bills are paid. There's so many cool decks out there I want to get right now. There's some amazing ones coming up on Kickstarters that I'd like to get in on. A couple beautiful Oracle decks and Tarot decks on Kickstarters I'd love to get in on. I think I'm going to start sharing that information on my page. Like, I think that's kind of neat shit. I'm going to share stuff that I like that. So, yeah. It's been an interesting evening. 2 tornado warnings before I even went live tonight. And literally the alarm, like the sirens for where I live, are right on the other side of the wall that I'm facing. Like, there's the wall, an alley, and then a tower that's got the alarms on it. Probably like 25 feet away from me. So I know when there's a tornado warning in town. I'm one of the first to know. It's like one of those old... God, the alarm we've got so old. It's like one of those old civil air raid siren type things from like back during like the Cold War type era, and you can hear it kind of crank up initially. I can hear it start to crank up before it gets all the way loud. And so it's like me and like the couple of neighbors that live right around this where it's at. It's just like, oh yeah, time to take shelter. Of course, Tanner's like mad at the storm, so he's barking and running at the front door. Crazy dog. He doesn't like the rain. So the storm's evil to him. It must die. My dog's trying to fight tornadoes. Just how my night goes. He's hating the fact that we're getting rain. I'm sitting there going, oh, thank God we're getting rain. We've needed it. I was at the store when it started raining, came back, and I was like, oh, look, my flowers out front are loving the rain. They're happy little flowers now. And I was so happy my flowers were loving the rain. Then here comes tornado warnings and Tanner getting all aggro. Great. Happy flowers, angry dog. It was, yeah, that's been my night. It's been fun though. But I think all those storms are over for the most part. The other thing that I have severely thought about doing, because I had them at one point in time, I don't know how I take to them now. But I've thought about getting contacts. Mainly for when I do lives. So I don't have to worry of the glare. on my glasses, and then people can actually see my eyes as well. So I just feel like with the glasses, people don't get to see my eyes. Just being silly tonight. Silly every night for the most part. That's my go-to is silly. But like with this, you totally can't see my eyes. The glare is just like, nope. You no see eyes. But if I get anti-glare glasses, maybe you can see them better. I need to get glasses that's got the anti-glare on them. Oh, yes, they look good. I'm gonna hang out here for a little while. Just gonna chill, relax. See who pops in, pops around. Sorry, once again, distracted. Sorry, I'm distracted on the Nuviana Facebook page. Reading stuff about my hometown, where I grew up. Sorry, folks. I'm back. I'm paying attention now. Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm as Allison, who was here earlier, put it. I'm developed a monkey brain, and my monkey brain is off doing other monkey things right now. But I'm back, focused. Or crow-brained. I went, ooh, shiny. Must chase the shiny. Oh. When your back cracks when you just move. It's like, ooh. It's like, I'm not sure if that's good, but it feels better now. I just saw the coolest belt ever. A guy took a come along, like what you use to like pull stuff with, turned it into a belt. So he like laces it through, tightens it up, and then they come along when he pulls it over is the belt buckle. It actually looks kind of cool. At first, I thought it was a military style belt buckle. I'm like, oh man, that's like really durable. Like I said, monkey brain. I squirrel really easy at times. Other times I hyper focus. So it all just depends. Other times I'm like so focused, like I'm oblivious to everything going on around me. I have to work to find the balance, though. I do a decent job with keeping the balance for the most part. Sometimes I don't. As you guys can see tonight, I've drifted a few times. It happens. Go down the hole. Just like Alice. Like, oh, let's see where we can go. That's what I need to get. I need to get an Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck, like a really good Alice in Wonderland. Actually, there is a Kickstarter out there for an Alice and a Wizard of Oz one. Anyone else see something strange, like right over here? Okay. But yeah, I'd like to get this. It's an Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz. Like, I love those kind of themes. Grounding. Yes, grounding is very good. I love this deck. Oh my god, this deck pulled up Fun One out the other day. Let me see if I can find it. I was using this for my daily pools for one of my clients. And it's funny because I'll pull the cards and I'll take a picture and I'll send over to her, and then she'll usually message me back and we'll talk about it a little bit and stuff. Or sometimes if I feel compelled, I'll send a card over and I'll send a little message over with it. But this card came up. And it's one of those ones when you're sending this to a client, you're just like, okay. Have fun. But the card really played out in an interesting way because it really wasn't talking about guarding those energies and not giving them away, not allowing those energies to be used in inappropriate ways. That takes away from the creativity and stuff that this person could have been focused in on at the same time, using that energy in a more creative, more focused, more artistic manner than directing them in ways where they just weren't being appreciated or respected or honored in the right ways. So yeah, when those cards give you those moments where you're like, oh, this is kind of an awkward one, but then you're like, oh, maybe not so much. And right now, actually, this card just came up the minute you came in the room. The moment I saw a number pop up in a corner that I had a viewer, which would have been you popping up in here, manifestation popped out of the deck. So, man, you are in the process of manifesting some great things, Juan. Focus in on those manifestations of those goals, those dreams, those things that you're desiring, those things that you're going for. Focus in on them. Now is the time. Now remember, manifestation doesn't mean the stuff's just going to magically fall into your lap. It can happen like that, but it rarely ever does. What happens is opportunities for these things to come to pass start to come to you. So, like, say you're trying to manifest, like, you need a new car because your car's having some trouble and it's just not even at the point where it's really worth repairing. You just need a different vehicle. You have no idea where that's going to come from. But the next thing you know, your boss comes to you and says, hey, we got the opportunity for some overtime and we'd like to give you a raise and promote you to a better position. You know, it's opportunities. It will come in opportunities like that, not necessarily like, you know, just a new car showing up in your driveway with a big ribbon on it. I mean, it can. Don't get me wrong. Crazier things have happened. It can appear that way. Can happen that way. But it's really in that manifestation of those dreams, things that will allow that to come to pass start to open up. Those avenues start to open up. Awesome. Awesome. That is a great one. Another card popped up. Commitment. Make a commitment to those goals. Make a commitment to that path. Make a commitment to those dreams. Yes, plant those seeds. Now is the time to be planting those seeds. That way they have time to gestate and then get ready for harvest. You know, that way they have time to grow. Dreams card just came up. We was talking about those dreams. Chase those dreams. That would probably be a more in-depth reading. I've just honestly been pulling cards as I've been going through. If you want to get a more in-depth reading, we can set one up. But as far as that's one of the dreams, so there you go. If that's one of the dreams, then there you go. The dreams card popped for you, man. So those dreams are there. You just got to chase them. You just got to make them come to pass. You just got to follow those dreams. When those paths and those avenues that open up, don't be afraid to take them. When opportunities come up, take those opportunities. Even small little opportunities can be the steps to opening up larger doors. So remember, even small little steps forward can open up those big doors. Don't be afraid to take those opportunities. Don't be afraid to take those risks that you know are going to open up things for you. If traveling overseas is where you want to go, then focus in on that. Focus those energies there. Start to learn the languages of the places that you want to go so that you can communicate properly when you get there. Start to focus in on these kind of things. And that way, when that opportunity comes up, you're more prepared. You're a lot more likely to be able to get an opportunity to travel overseas if you can speak the language of the areas that you're wanting to go. That looks so much more desirable to an employer that's like, oh, okay, hold on, you're going to need a translator. You're not going to know what people are saying, but you're like, hey, I can speak the language. They're going to be a lot more apt to be like, oh, yeah, we want to send this guy. This guy's going to know what's going on. This guy's going to be able to understand. You know, he doesn't have to get information secondhand through someone who may only be a translator and not truly understand some of the technical information that's being passed on in the avenue or the path or the field that you're in. I don't know what your field is, but, you know, depending on what it is, you know, knowing that language and not having to have that translator might be a huge bonus. Anybody else have any questions or want any cards? Anybody has any questions or cards, let me know. I have no problems pulling. If you want a reading, I'm doing mini readings for $10, full readings for $20. But free 1-card pulls, no problem. So if you're interested in a reading, there is the information. I just put up into the chats. You want a 1-card pull, Tiffany? How you doing tonight, Tiffany? Let me get you a card here, Tiffany. Let me just shuffle up the deck. Tiffany, the card that came out for you is peace. You have peace coming your way. If you're in the midst of turmoil or something that's just chaotic going on in your life, you've got peace coming your way. So know that you're going to have a time of peace, a time of comfort, a time of rest, a time of not having to really stress and worry about a whole lot. You're going to be able to just be at peace, be at ease, and be able to focus in on the things that you need to focus in on. Good to hear that you're doing okay. You are welcome. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask anything. But really, it just feels like you got a time of peace coming after, like, it's that calm after that chaotic storm. You know, you get that time of peace. It's just that ease, that calm, that you've weathered through the storm, and now this is the reward for weathering through it. But you just did that tonight. Just had terrible storms come through this area, weathered through them, and now it's all calm and peaceful and chill outside. It's all nice. If everything wasn't soaking wet, actually, I think it's still raining. I was going to say, if everything wasn't soaking wet, I'd go sit outside. It's really nice. I really don't have any place to sit out here, though. I want to change that. I'd love to be able to sit out at night and do readings outside. That'd be awesome. I've got a ring light I could take out there and sit out and do that. That'd be sweet. I'd have a lot of fun doing that, just sitting outside doing readings and chilling, letting Tanner run around the yard and play. Actually, he wouldn't run around the yard and play. He'd just lay down. So you guys are getting ready to calm some of that peace because of all that. Just take some time. Let me just say this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the argument was, any of that. But just, if you guys are already having issues with communication, look at finding someone to help you guys work with your communications with one another. Like a couples counselor or couples therapist. Communication, and it's not just listening, it's the comprehension and understanding of what the other person's saying is huge. And if you guys are already having these kind of issues, work some of that out before you guys go further. Like, really make sure you're taking care of those problems and resolving them. That way they just don't continue to be a problem later on in the relationship. Tackle them while you got the opportunity, while they're already there. And that's where you'll get that true peace, because that will create a peace that will last down the line. Like, you've got that opportunity to take steps right now in addressing this and working with this as a couple to make sure that you're understanding each other, you're comprehending each other, and you're communicating with one another in the manners that you need to, so you don't get into these kind of situations again. Like seriously, I would look for a couples counselor. Um, if you're religious, you could look into, a clergy member. Um, so it all depends. Whatever your belief system is, whatever your faith system is, um, maybe you can find someone along those lines to work with you. But I really think a couples counselor who understands couples and communication styles of different people and can help you to understand each other's communication styles would be really, really beneficial. Because sometimes that's really what it is. It's just a conflict of understanding each other's communication styles and just working those things out. And when you can get those understandings kind of worked out, it can help clear a lot of things. So, I mean, if your fiance would be interested in working in on that, I would definitely approach him and say, "Hey, you know, let's do this." I'm zoning out to the music again. Whatever it is with this goofy music, I don't know what it is. It's just catchy. But Tiffany, if you need help looking and trying to find someone, like hit me up. Like just message me through my page and I'll try to see if I can help you guys find someone in your area wherever you're at that can work with you guys. Because I really think it needs to be someone that can work with you two in person because they're going to be able to read, body language and everything else like that. These people are highly trained and highly skilled in all those aspects, and they will be able to help you to understand those aspects of each other as well, which is, I think, just a beautiful thing. Honestly, if I was going to get married again, I would definitely want to work with someone, just not even if we're having conflicts, but just so I could have a deeper understanding of how to communicate with my partner on a better, deeper level and how to understand them better. That's why I like doing things like the Myers-Briggs personality indicators. Like, they're not written in stone, like, oh, okay, but they are pretty good indicators. And if you can get an idea of someone's baseline and then allow them to have flexibility off of that, you can kind of use that as a basis of getting a good idea of what's going on with a person. Like, once I understood my ex-wife, I really understood me and her just were not compatible. We were not. There was no reason, like, it just wasn't good. So, I've learned from that, though. I think we'll go ahead and hop off here. I just realized a little spot on my arm just popped up as all rashy hives. I'm gonna go put some ointment on that. It just popped up just a little bit ago, and I have no idea from what. Been on here about an hour and 10 minutes, though, so it's about time I usually go for a live. So everybody who came out, thank you for joining in. Hope you guys all have a good night. We will see you back here. I will be live again on Thursday the 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern with Diana Roberts from Runes and Ravens, Mary Taliano, who is a death doula, and Tiffany from Modern Mystic will be joining us, and we are going to be having a discussion on surviving religious trauma. It's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see you guys all there. We'll talk to you later, and have a good evening.